have been given this pleasant opportunity to present the Thapar Technology Campus as it is today to you all. So that is why I'm standing here, right? And I'll start my presentation with this lush green, beautiful campus. Now, this is what you find. It's a bird's eye view when you come and look at the Thapar Technology Campus, 250 acres, still as beautiful as you left it, as green as you left it, although there are a few buildings which have come up, but this is what we are all here for. And I extend a very warm welcome to each one of you fellow Thaparians to your Silver Jubilee get-together. Please, round of applause. And let me take you back to what you thought and how you came to this particular campus. This is your first view. As soon as you must have joined this place, this is your first view of your portals. And these are the corridors where your dreams took shape. You walk these corridors, they are the same. Even we have not changed the flooring, right? And here you've got the freedom to fly. I hope you remember this place. I don't know how many of you must have gone up right there where the music room was. So it's very near to that. You've got the freedom to fly. Obviously, to think and to ponder. Many of you did that. To be in the company of books. Obviously, you were here to study. I do not know how many of you were there at that point of time. Yes, to experiment. I don't know whether you did experiment with the girl beside you. I don't remember that. Right? To make friends. Yes, definitely. That you made. Right? To rock and roll. And I heard that. I heard so many of you singing so well. I remember Ravi Chawla singing so well. Cherry Rena singing so well. When I joined, Kanchan, I don't know, Poonam Kanchan, right? Then it was fantastic, at that point of time. And I know probably some of them will be singing on stage today as well, right? So to rock and roll, and then definitely to graduate and part with a smile with a pledge to meet again, right? That is probably what you all did and what you all thought of. And today the day has come, definitely. And I could see that, prior to that you must be thinking I'm this and that, but today, what's happening? The roll numbers will be more important than your present designations. You have come back to your roll numbers. You have come back 25 years behind. You are now a roll number, right? And the hostel rooms will take precedence over the 5-star stays. Many of you are staying in the hostel. I have heard that, right? And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take you down the memory lane and see how we have grown from 56 to 2013 and what's in store for us, right? So I'll begin this evening definitely by saluting the master. He is late Lala Karamchand Thapar, the founder of this particular great institute. And I think a round of applause for Lala Karamchand Thapar for being at this house and thinking at that time to set up such a great institute, which it is right now. I know what I've done. I felt nostalgic quite a few years back, so I wrote a poem, right? और एक कविता हिंदी में है, तो कुछ पुराने दिनों की याद शायद दिलाए, तो उसी को सोच के मैंने लिखी है कि मुझे आज फिर अपने माजी की गलियों में जाने दो. That's what you're all here for, past, right? So मुझे आज फिर अपने माजी की गलियों में जाने दो, अपनी पलकों पे फिर खुशी के आंसू सजाने दो. आज मैंने देखा कई लोग जब मिल रहे थे, so they were like, in tears somewhere down the line. They were meeting people, right? So that is what it is. So then, वो जुनून कुछ कर दिखाने का, वो हौसला सब कुछ पाने का, उन खाली हाथों से फिर ताली मुझे बजाने दो, मुझे आज फिर अपने माजी की गलियों में जाने दो. वो खाते खाते जोर से हंसना, वो यारों के गीतों संग जगना, उस खाने की थाली पे चम्मच फिर बजाने दो. बहुत बार चम्मच बजाया है. उस खाने की थाली पे चम्मच फिर बजाने दो. सावन की बूंदों में मचलना, बहुत बार हुआ कि हम छत पे सोते थे जाके, बिस्तरे भी उड़ जाया करते थे. तो सावन की बूंदों में मचलना, वो सोना छत पे रातों में, उन बिखरी हुई चादरों को तकिए के नीचे बिछाने दो, मुझे आज फिर अपने माजी की गलियों में जाने दो. सोना कभी नहीं भी सोना, अक्सर होता था रात को कभी सोते नहीं, तो सोना कभी नहीं भी सोना, वो जगना दरवाजे की मार पर, वो जगना कोई ठोकर आगे मारता उड़ जाए भाई, क्लास नहीं लगा लिया. तो सोना कभी नहीं भी सोना, वो जगना दरवाजे की मार पर, मुझे आज फिर अपनी कक्षा में बिना नहाए जाने दो. बहुत बार होता था, यार जा रहा हूँ यार. So those were the great memories. I thought I put them in words. शायद हम लोगों की साझी यादें हैं, तो वही सामने आ रही है, definitely. So I'll go back to the early years. We started way back in 1956. We were affiliated to Punjabi University, and I think many of you have got at least one, CCPA card from Punjabi University. Then later we became a deemed university in 1985. The first principal was Dr. W.R.C. Cody Adams, and we started with 3 disciplines: civil, electrical, and mechanical. Right? This is the foundation stone which you'll find there. Dr. Rajendra Prasad laid down the foundation stone. And the institute which started functioning, it started functioning on 8th of October in 1956 in a rented building in the multi-purpose hall, school there. Right? That is why we say October 8th is our Founders Day. Right? Because the first classes started happening way back there in the multi-purpose hall. Right? School. Right? This is what is there, the laying of foundation stone by Babu Rajendra Prasad. Right, these are the multi-purpose school buildings. The tents were put up to hold the classes there. This is what it started off with, and what we have reached here is fantastic. Right? This is the institute flag is flying half-mast because of the death of the founder. So that is what you can see. This is a photograph way back 1962 when it happened in March. Right? This is Thapar band playing. Way old photographs. It's not a tradition which has lost. It's still on. Right? We can see still a small band lying here, and probably many of you will be coming here and singing your songs. Right? Oh yes, I hope many of you remember this. How many of you want it? How many of you were on that Greaseland fall pillow fighting? This is the old photograph of pillow fighting, very uniquely gazing. Still carrying on with this. There's a group of TIIT students leading Pandit Nehru. We were there. They are all there at the Silver Jubilee, right? So that is what they were there. Next, this is your fellow Tapere. Dr. Manmohan Singh is the proud recipient of the Doctor of Science Honoris Causa degree from this particular university. So he's an alumni of ours. Next, once again, Mr. Amrinder Singh, the former Chief Minister of Punjab, he also is a Tapere and has received this Doctor of Science degree from here. And what we see in the academy, we started off with just 3 engineering branches, and we just had, I don't know whether we even thought of departments or anything like that, right? Now we have split the academy into departments, schools, and centers. And if you look at the departments, we have so many departments here. Right? We have biotechnology, chemical engineering, civil engineering, computer science, electronics, communication, electrical instrumentation, mechanical engineering. So many departments. And schools. Now schools are catering mainly to postgraduate courses, whereas departments cater to undergraduate, postgraduate, and doctorate programs. Right? Then we have centers, which are the central facilities. Right? So we have now a huge number of buildings and systems which are in place to help the student grow in and move out with a degree which is well obtained. Now, if you look at the programs, how we have grown with regards to that, so we started in 1956 with just 3 UG programs, and if you look at 2013, we have 10 UG programs, and we have 26 PG programs which we are having on campus. And the thrust to PG happened once we became a deemed university, right? And we are giving PhD degree as well, as we are very well known, right? And if you look at the growth of students, we started with 100 and we are 5,700. At this point of time, so we've grown 57 times. With regards to the number of students on campus, we have about 3,600 UG students, we have about 1,600 PG students, about 560 PhD students on campus at this point of time. So we are housing the dreams of 5,700 people here on campus as such. That's what we have grown with regards to the number of students. These are the programs. We have civil, chemical, computer science, electronics, electrical, instrumentation, mechanical, mechatronics, industrial MBA, and the BTech in biotechnology as well. These are the UG programs which we offer. And if you look at the infrastructure, we have seen the academia, we see the academic infrastructure and the other aspects also which are there on campus, and how we have evolved with regards to that. We started in rented building, we started under tents, and just see how we've grown with regards to that. So if you look at some of the major renovations and additions which have taken place over a period of time, what has happened is, you must have seen at the time when you were here, there was a polytechnic. There still is a polytechnic, but now it is going to be housed in a new building. That whole polytechnic building is going to come to us, where we are going to shift all our schools. They're going to be there. So this is a polytechnic college building view, the new building which is coming up. This is another view of that building. So this building is already set up, and people are going to shift to that place, and we are going to shift our schools in the coming session as such. Then we have started a great, we've moved ahead with another great thing which has happened on campus. We have come up with an off-campus in Derabasi. It is called LNP School of Management. These are this is once again functional, and the students will be going there in the next session as such. So the classes of management students will be starting there. Now they're already happening on this campus, but they'll be shifting to the Derabasi campus very soon. So these are some of the views and photographs of the LNP School of Management as such. Then what you must have seen, or many of you came here, they saw the facade, the front looks the same. It's pretty much the same, but we've just added one floor above it, right? So now it's, we have come up with an additional floor over the B block. So this is the look of that, right? These are the corridors. We have come up with modern classrooms. These are the corridors. These are modern classrooms which you'll find in the B block. This still happens, the drafters and scales and the engineering graphics classes, it's all that still there, but the room look is pretty much different. Now what we've also done, we've shifted the library from the ground floor here, which used to be here, to the TCIRD building, right? Obviously floods came in 1993, so it's 20 years now that happened, and now we don't want another of that thing to happen to our library. We already lost quite a few of that. So we have shifted the library to the TCIRD building, where it's now housed at the first floor. So we pretty much stayed there, and we're doing pretty well there at this point of time. This is the library at the TCIRD building. We have come up with a new lecture hall complex. Now we call it the Teaching and Academic Network building, which is there. So it's once again houses the lecture hall complexes. This is the front view of the TAN building. This is a very modern auditorium kind of thing which has come up in the TAN building. This is what we have as a view of the TAN building inside. Next, these are the classrooms there in the TAN building. Now if you look at, this is what we have done with regards to the academy. And if you look at what we have done with regards to the sports and recreation area, probably we can very proudly say that we are probably one of the best in Northern India to have such great facilities with regards to sports. We'll see what we have. We have Nirvana, the spiritual pathways. We've come up with a meditation center here. This is the view of that. And we have some photographs. This is what we have. We have pathways which go around. There are nearly a kilometer of pathways, which is once again done from all recycled aggregates or recycled materials which we brought over, and we use those recycled materials to come up with this kind of a system and a meditation park where people can just walk around leisurely and sit down and meditate as well. This is the meditation center which is there in the Nirvana. This is what we have on campus. It's something very beautiful. If you are here tonight, if you are able to sleep early, which I'm not expecting, but if you're able to sleep early and wake up early as well, then probably please go down, right? Go down to the back, which is very near to the sports area. I hope you remember where the sports area is, still there. Go down and go to the track and try to see what it is there. It's a beautiful synthetic track which has come up there, right? This is a 400-meter synthetic track, probably one of its kind, certified by IAAF. It's a very good track. And how many of you have played in this badminton hall? I could see one, Anil Murwaha. He's a legend. He's a badminton legend. I saw him playing. He was very heavily built, and he used to come and smash the shuttle like anything, right? But he played on the wooden court only, right? So what we've done here, we've changed the flooring. We've brought up a new flooring there. We've come up with a new flooring for the badminton court. Although we're looking forward to having a multi-purpose hall on campus where there'll be 4 to 6 badminton courts within that. So we're going to come up with that building. So we have renovated that. We have 4 new synthetic tennis courts which are there also on campus. Probably one of its kind, and they're very well maintained on campus. We have a cost building. Now, initially there used to be just one Chacha serving us tea and samosa. I hope you remember that. Chacha is no more. The canteen has gone to somebody else. So what we have now is a shopping complex which houses all facilities for you and for the faculty which stays on campus. So we have a cultural open air theatre and shopping complex. The convocation now happens there in the COS complex. Is one view of the convocation in progress. Then hostels. Now if I remember, there used to be just 3 hostels at that point of time, A, B and C, and then there used to be this small girls hostel.
But very popular.
Very popular. Yes. Now it has been, considering the background of that place, considering that background, and it has been converted into a heritage building.
It deserves that.
Right? So it's a heritage building, and even the hostel A area which used to house the girls is kind of heritage. People really feel pride in staying in those rooms. Right?
No, because all emotions used to be vented at the girls.
Exactly. They used to be vented from bottom. That kind of stuff. I fully remember that. So I've come across people who have vented their feelings like that. But now we have great many hostels, and I'm starting with a multi-story. This is the multi-story residences which have come up. So from single story, we have gone up multi-story. So many faculty on campus, almost 80% of the faculty stays on campus. We have faculty residences. We have girls' hostels. There are 4 now. There used to be just one small heritage girls' hostel. Now there are 4, right? So and even they're all connected and together. Right? So we have renovated the girls' hostels as well. So they were not there. Now we have renovated the girls' hostels. We have new girls' hostels which have come up. Right? So these are some of the views of those hostels. This is a new boys hostel. It's 858 seater, like a virtual hotel on campus, right? And it's very well maintained. The food is extraordinary when you go there. I was hearing somebody saying, "Hey, Rajma ta mainu yaar, pata nahi who was saying that, "Ita mainu hostel hi yaad aanda hai, main ta khane nahi." Right? So now it's not, I think you were the one, you didn't take the Rajma, right? So now the Rajma is very good in the hostel. So you can go and have a good plate of that. It's there. So we have view. This is the entrance to the boys' hostel. And if we look at, this is what is already there. We have already come up with all these things, and we are already housing so many students on campus. What does the future look like? Let's have a glimpse of that. So now the future is going to be, we already have a master plan in place where we are going to split our whole campus into 5 specific areas. We will have an admin block separate, academic area, hostels, faculty residence, and sports area. So a specific area. So this all master planning is in place. Right? So this is a multipurpose hall in the Alumni House, which is going to come up very soon. We're going to come up and start the work on the multipurpose hall probably next year, which will house probably a large number, because that's a big grievance of the students here, that we have all facility except badminton. We don't have that. So we're going to house that. Maybe come up with the boxing ring inside somewhere. So we're going to have gymnastics as well. So we are trying to come up with a multipurpose hall very soon. So this is some of the views of those multipurpose halls. This is how the building is going to look like. The budgeting has already been done. With regards to that, this is what the Alumni House is going to look like. So we're going to come up with a guest house pretty soon, where we'll rather than putting you in the hostel, we'd like to put you in the guest house when you come here on this campus again. These are some of the views of that. And now, in your days, there used to be just one event, which was a SAPNELIA, which was an inter-institute event kind of thing, where there used to be an OSC. Only here, but inter-institute was only one. Izhar was inter-year kind of a thing. Then there used to be DECA Fest also, if you remember.
Yeah,
there was DECA Fest, which was an inter-hostel event. There was a inter-year event, which was Izhar, which was cultural, which was literary. So those kind of stuff were already there. So now DECA Fest has been renamed as Acumen. Right? And in addition to an inter-hostel event, we also have an inter-year event in the Literary Society, which is Elixir. Right? So that also happens. So in each semester we have one. Then we have Aranya, which we added to SAPNELIA. SAPNELIA was purely a cultural event. Now Aranya is a purely technical event. So we now have a lot many inter-institute technical events happening also on campus. So I'll just give you a few of the glimpses of those. This is a laser show in progress during the Aranya Festival, which happens on campus. Some of the technical events, the robotics and the running cars and all that stuff which happens. And we have a great legacy which we have maintained. We have come on something very innovative. Our students have been to now developing F1 cars, Formula 1 cars, and it's a very prestigious team for which there is a great fight which happens across the students and they vie to be a part of this team. And Team Fateh has done exceedingly well, and the mechanical engineering department deserves an